If you're somebody who enjoys stealth action games and you're looking for something new, I might have something for you. Shoutouts to Lurkit, developer Storm and the Teacup, and publisher ES Digital Games for the code. Let's talk about Steel Seed. Now, before I get into talking about this game, I got to be transparent and let y'all know that I've not finished this game. I've only played this for about 5 hours and some change, so don't think of this as like a full review. Maybe more so like a first impressions kind of thing, and me just really just kind of putting this game on people's radar in case you haven't heard of it and you may be interested in playing it. So in Steel Seed, you play as Zoe and her robot companion Kobe as they go on this adventure through this massive underground facility, and they're exploring and finding secrets and trying to figure out, I guess, kind of like what happened to humanity. It seems like humanity is pretty much gone, and this journey also involves Zoe's father and this random naked AI dude who looks like a fusion of Dr. Manhattan and Cinder from Killer Instinct. I don't know why they didn't give this man some clothes, but he's here too. He's here too. Just put some shorts on, bro. But gameplay wise, Steel Seed is very stealth heavy, and you're gonna have different variety of takedowns and ways that you can silently take out enemies. But there is like actual combat that includes a full skill tree. So the skill tree is spread out in 3 sections, which is stealth, utility, and combat. And what I actually really like about the skill tree is that so you unlock the skills, or you can purchase skills with the in-game currency that you get, that you loot from enemies after you take them out. But in order for you to even unlock the skill to purchase it, you have to perform like a certain task to have that ability be available to purchase. So, for example, if you want to unlock a certain ability, you may have to do a certain number of stealth kills, or maybe you have to use the side robot companion Kobe. You might have to use him in a certain way and do a certain ability he has like a certain number of times before you're able to unlock the next thing on the skill tree to purchase. So I kind of like that because it does force you to use the different mechanics of the game, and it kind of makes you approach situations differently, so you can kind of see all the different mechanics the game has to offer, at least if you want to get some of the cooler and better upgrades. So I kind of like that it makes you be a little more experimental. They don't want you to be safe and just do the same thing over and over again. They kind of push your hand to explore the full game mechanics and experiment with everything. While the combat isn't like the main focus, this game definitely, I feel like, is more stealth based. But the combat they do have, it's serviceable. It's not the best, not the smoothest, but I think it gets the job done. You got a light attack, a heavy attack, a dodge, and eventually once you get a little, not even that far into the skill tree, you'll unlock a move where you can dodge, and it gives you like the slow time and allows you to counter. And I mentioned Kobe earlier. Kobe is your side companion robot homie, and I really like how you use Kobe in the game. They have like this little mode that you can go into where you kind of play as Kobe, and you can use him to fly around, and you can use him to maybe like assess situations. He can mark enemies. He can attack. He has different forms of combat. He has a regular shot. He has abilities that you can unlock to where he has like different kinds of ammo that he can use that does different things. So for example, he has one called the glitch field, which it shoots this little field on the ground, and if you step into it, it pretty much cloaks you, so it helps you out with stealth. He has like a detonator. He has mines, a lot of different kinds of abilities, and I really like how you can use him. And you also need him for kind of like light puzzle solving. He can shoot different levers and go to areas that you can't reach. So I really like how they utilize Kobe in this. It really is kind of like a team effort to clear out some of the areas that you're going to be in. And aside of, while you're adventuring, you're going to be traversing. There's some cool wall running, and like I said, light puzzle solving that you'll be doing. And the game looks amazing. I really like how this game looks. There are going to be moments where the camera's going to like shift, and they do like these little cinematic views, which I think are kind of cool to really show off how great this game looks. And it's pretty solid overall. It's not anything crazy, but so far in just a few hours, like I said, I've played this for about 5 hours and some change. It's been a pretty decent experience. Now there are some negatives that I have to mention. The game does look beautiful, but it's really dark. Like there are moments where I just have trouble trying to figure out where I'm going because it's just so dark for no reason. I did have one or two glitches. I had one glitch where there are these enemies that literally just want to run to you and just blow up, and they make you do like this little quick time event. You got to input a button sequence to get out to kick the enemy away before he blows up. And I input the sequence, and then somehow I fell through the floor. I don't know what happened. If I can remember, I'll put it on the screen. It was kind of weird, but nothing game breaking. Little minor stuff here and there, but nothing too game breaking. Voice acting's kind of meh. And this can change, even though I'm only 5 hours in. So this is subject to change, but I haven't seen a lot of variety in terms of enemy. I did, I guess, fight like my first. I don't even want to call it a boss fight, but my first like really strong enemy. But not too much variety, but that could change later in the game. Like I said, I'm only 5 hours in, so that's subject to change. But hopefully there is a little more variety in terms of enemy types. And like I said, this game doesn't really feel. There's nothing really special about it. Nothing really stands out. There's not one thing that really grabs me. If it seems like one of those games that it's just going to be solid through and through, but I don't think any one thing is really gonna grab you. But just first impressions, that could later change, but that's kind of the vibe I'm getting so far. But even with that said, I still think this game is pretty solid, and as somebody who's not really that great at stealth, I'm still having fun with this, and I think there's enough here for this to be enjoyable. So yeah, I just wanted to put this game on people's radar. This is still Seed, so let me know what you think of this in the comment section if you played it, and if not, let me know if you'd be interested in checking it out. But yeah, that is all I have for today's video. My name is Serial Sensei. Y'all stay safe, y'all stay hydrated, and I will catch you on the next video.